Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Ryan Bell.
And I'm Avery Jakovic.
Coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, and a day C.
We have a ton of stories this week. From the podcast studio to fitness center renovations and a rundown of our new PA system, you definitely won't want to miss this broadcast.
Sure sounds like a lot to cover, Avery, but before all that, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As we dive into the school year and colder weather, it's important to take care of your health. Our school nurses, Nurse Betsy and Nurse Kim, are here to keep you in class and feeling your best. They wanted to remind everyone of a few things as we all get settled into school. Start the day with a good breakfast, and if you take daily or allergy medication, make sure to take it at home, as students can't carry medicine without an authorization form. If you don't feel well during the day, whether it's a headache, stomachache, or injury, the nurses can check your symptoms, help communicate with teachers, and provide support so you can get back to class. Remember, if you're feeling sick, a headache is anything over 100 degrees, and you must be fever-free for 24 hours without medicine before returning. If you go home sick and see a doctor, it's a medically excused absence, and without a doctor's note, it's only verified. The nurses' beds are also available for short rest, sports injuries, and emergencies. And don't forget, one of the simplest ways to stay healthy this season is still the most effective: washing your hands.
If you're interested in new ways to express your creativity, you should check out the podcast studio. The library recently added some new equipment, and for more on that, we had NCTV's Braceland Flood interviewing Emily Hernberg about why you should create a podcast and more.
One reason is that, man, it's fun. Putting the headphones on for the first time. I love watching students' faces just light up when they hear their own voices in their ears.
Can you tell me what's really cool about this new, amazing looking mixer?
So one fun thing is that there are built-in sound pads so that as you're recording, you can also hit these little sound pads and it will go into your podcast. Yeah. The way that students can sign up for the podcast studio is that they have to complete a credential course in Schoology. It's in the Library Innovation Spaces courses. All students are automatically enrolled in that course, and it's the Level 1 Podcast Studio credential.
If you've walked by the fitness center lately, you've probably noticed that it looks pretty empty and quiet. That's because it's currently under construction as part of a renovation project aimed at improving the space for students and athletes. To get more insight into what's happening, Luke Peretta sat down with Coach Miska for an interview.
Yes, good morning, Luke. Thank you for coming down. We're in the process of reflooring the fitness center. We're getting brand new equipment, barbells, machine, racks with the beautiful NC logos on each. The weight room will be more compatible to help maximize our athletes in their performance, and also with the general population of the students having the ability to continue their physical fitness.
While it may be inconvenient, the updates will make the fitness center a much better place for training, workouts, and overall student health in the future. And look forward to October 1st, as that's when they'll be done renovating.
On the topic of new developments in the school, NCHS has invested in a new state-of-the-art intercom system known as the EPIC system to help enhance our audio experience.
Juniors and seniors, don't forget to get your parking passes if you haven't yet. It's important to make sure you're registered so you can park on campus without any issues. To give us more details, Julia DiGiacomo spoke with Officer Gibson.
Just so everyone knows, parking without a sticker is a $50 fine. Parking in a handicap is $75. And parking on the grass is a $30 fine. Also, if you park in a handicap spot and you don't have a sticker or parking in a parking zone, you subject your vehicle to being ticketed by a town ticket as well. If you fail to pay that, your car could be booted or even towed if you choose to drive in town as well. So please park in the designated spots and make sure you get that sticker to park on campus.
Thanks, officer. That being said, make sure to purchase your parking pass on My School Bucks if you haven't already. That's all from me. Back to you at the desk.
Parking passes may not be the most exciting thing, but trust me, you'll miss them the second you don't have one.
Exactly. So juniors and seniors, do yourselves a favor. Get the parking pass now and save your energy for fighting the end of school traffic jams.
And speaking of planning ahead, for all students planning to take the SAT this fall, mark your calendars. The next SAT test date is scheduled for Saturday, November 8th. Sign up now as the registration deadline is Friday, October 24th, and you can register online at the College Board website. If you're applying to colleges this year, this may be one of your last chances to boost your scores.
As a final reminder, the annual club fair is just around the corner on October 3rd, giving students the perfect chance to explore a wide variety of extracurriculars, meet new people, and even discover new hobbies. If you're interested in starting a club, contact Vice Principal Ari Rothman as soon as possible. With so many opportunities, you definitely won't want to miss the club fair.
Wow, we definitely have a lot of news, and continuing with that trend, we also have a lot to tell you about for our sports teams. For more on that, we have PJ Neville. PJ?
Thanks, Bell, and we definitely have a lot to talk about, so let's not waste a minute. What's up, NCHS? I'm PJ Neville, and this is your Rams Sports Report. Field hockey's off to a hot start this season, bouncing back strong after last year's 5-7-1 record. Senior captains Jane Kenny, Kara Passio, Charlotte Lee, and Natalia Cota are leading the charge, and it's showing on the scoreboard. After a tough 2-1 loss to Fairfield Ludlow in their opener, the Rams have caught fire, winning 6 of their last 7 games. Highlights include a 5-0 shutout over West Hill, a dominant 6-0 win against St. Joe's, and a 7-0 rout at Danbury. The Rams have been clicking on both ends of the field with strong defensive play and explosive offense, putting them in control early in games. NCTV's Colin Finnerty met with Kara Passio to ask which game she is most excited for.
And why?
I think I'm most excited for Darien. We're playing them a little bit later in the season, but obviously they're a big rival, and I think it's gonna be a really close game. You know, we have been having a great season so far, and you know they're also very strong, so I think we'll be pretty evenly matched, and I think it'll be a great game.
Girls soccer's off to a strong start this season with a record of 5-1-1. Last Wednesday, they crushed Wilton in a well-deserved 5-1 win. The New Canaan defense played great with goalie Larkin Celeberti making some big-time saves and Claire Greisen absolutely dominating the Warrior defense, netting all 5 goals for the Rams. For this, Claire, you are our Ram of the Week. If you would like to nominate a future Ram of the Week, email us at nctv78@gmail.com. The girls then played in a tough 0-0 draw with Stanford, and now they're gearing up for one of their biggest games yet, taking on rival Darien tomorrow on the road. That game will be streamed by NCTV and DAF, so if you can't make the drive over to Darien, you can catch me on the call. Football kicked off their season in dominant fashion, defeating Newtown 30-10 on the road. This past Friday, the Rams were on Dunning for their home opener against the Ridgefield Tigers. Of course, NCTV was there, so let's roll the tape. Wearing all red, in the student section, the environment was definitely good. As you see Maddox Hoffman under center there, he rolls out and finds Ryan Brooks in the end zone, wide open for the first touchdown of the game. Then it's Jack Kroll out of the backfield here on the run. He'll dive over the defense, and he'll score the second touchdown of the game for the Rams. They came out firing in the first half. This is the third. You see Hoffman in the shotgun. He steps back and finds Charlie Koch with a phenomenal catch. And the Rams go up 21-0 early. They're just giving it to the Tigers. And once again, it's Hoffman in the shotgun. He finds Henry Stein wide open in the middle of the field. He trucks a defender and gets his first touchdown on the day. And it was all Rams on this one at Dunning. As you see right before the half, Neil Aurora with the deep 43-yard field goal, showing signs of Ty Groff and Tucker Stevens to send the Rams into the half with a 31-0 lead. Second half was much of the same as the Rams offense just kept giving it to the Tigers. You see Hoffman step back and find Andrew Esposito in the end zone. Esposito only had that touchdown on the day, but that was all they needed. As Hoffman threw for 4 touchdowns for the Rams, and a phenomenal play. Hoffman, we had Claire Hickey speak with him after the game, so let's see that.
Definitely electric day offensively, but like I said, better teams ahead and a big one next week, so we'll see if we.
Friday is another big matchup as the Rams host number 10 ranked Bunnell at Dunning under the lights. With momentum already building, the boys will look to keep the wins coming as they push toward a 4th consecutive state championship. Girls cross country is looking to carry their momentum from their recent victories over Stanford, St. Joe's, and Wilton. Sienna DeCanter has continued to dominate, posting multiple winning times in the 4K. With key underclassmen stepping up, the girls are feeling good about the rest of their season, which ramps up today with a huge meet at Darien. NCTV's Will Stimson met with senior captain Delia Bacall to talk about this year's goals.
Going 3 years of winning states would be amazing, so that's definitely one of the goals. But I think overall just seeing everybody improve in the way that they can and have everyone get PRs throughout the season and get stronger is really important too.
Boys cross country recently traveled up to Farmington for the Winding Trails Invitational, one of the most important meets of the year. After sitting their top guys at the last dual meet, they were ready to go to work, and go to work they did. Quinn Kilkenny placed second overall in the meet, with Ryan Monahan and Charles Kavanaugh taking fourth and fifth respectively, making that 3 Rams in the top 5. With a PR from Boyd Cowsley and strong varsity debuts from both Cooper Smith and Connor Harding to round it out, the Rams won the entire meet for the 2nd year in a row. We spoke to contributor Ryan Monahan about some key factors that allow the team to be successful.
So this year I think it's pretty special because we do have a lot of depth. That's typically the one thing that stops teams from making a run in the FCAC and the later SEAC competitions. So I do think we really have a high ceiling this year. It's dependent on a lot of things, but I've got faith that the team can follow through on it all, so yeah.
The team is away for a dual meet versus Darien today. Good luck, boys, and crush the wave. Now, it's time for some quick hits. After falling to Norwalk and Ridgefield last week, girls swim and dive looks to bounce back against Fairfield Ward at home today, or on Friday. NCTV's Drew Mastronardi spoke with senior Lenny So about the season so far.
I think what sets New Canaan apart from other teams is the fact that we really cheer each other on and we have such a strong bond, and I also think our hard work is top-notch. Everybody's super motivated and ready to go, and I think that is really what sets us apart.
Boys golf stands at 8-4. Along the way, they've faced some strong teams like Fairfield Prep and Staples. Tonight, the Rams take on Fairfield Ward as they look to keep their momentum going. Boys soccer sits at 2-4-1, having just lost to a 7-1 Stanford side in a close 4-3 game. Today, the boys face off against Darien in the Rivals Cup at home, so make sure you're there, or if you can't make it, stream the game on our YouTube channel at NCTV 78. That's all the sports we've had for the past 2 weeks. Make sure to check out the football game this Saturday. Avery, Ryan, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, PJ. I'm so excited that fall sports are in full swing, and I can't wait to go to the football game this Friday. I just hope it won't be too cold since it's definitely been getting chillier out.
Me too, Avery. And since fall officially started on Monday, we definitely do need to hear the weather for the rest of the week. For that, we have Claire Hickey in front of the camera for the first time. Claire, what's the weather looking like?
Thanks, guys. It's great to be here. Hey, NCHS. I'm so excited to be here on camera for the first time this year. I'm Claire Hickey, here to give you the rest of the week's weather. And honestly, it's a pretty great forecast to kick things off. First things first, fall officially began this past Monday, and the weather is definitely starting to match the season. Later today, you might notice some clouds sticking around through much of the day. Not a total washout, but keep an eye out for showers later in the afternoon. Thursday will be gloomy, with rain the entire day. Temperatures will stay from high 60s to 70s, with not the greatest day, but we are getting rain, which we desperately need. Friday is looking mostly sunny and warm, with highs in the 70s, but once the sun goes down, temperatures will fall to the low 60s. So if you're heading to cheer on the Rams at another home game, I'll be there helping broadcast. And if you can't make it, remember, you can watch the game on NCTV. Saturday and Sunday will be comfortable, with highs in the 70s. Evenings will be crisp, with lows in the 60s, making it a perfect fall day to spend outside. Sunday will have mostly sunny skies with a few clouds. Highs will stay in the low 70s, and nighttime lows will be in the mid-60s. Another great day for outdoor activities or relaxing outside. Looking ahead into early next week, temperatures will remain steady in the 70s during the day and 50s to 60s at night. Expect a mix of sun and clouds with no major storms in sight. Perfect weather for school and practices. So overall, we've got a stretch of really nice weather ahead. Warm afternoons, cool evenings, and plenty of sunshine. Perfect for practices, Friday night lights, and getting outside this weekend. That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Claire. Sounds like we'll really have some great weather to enjoy the rest of the week, and I'm especially glad Friday won't be too bad. Sounds like it'll be a little cold, but should still be a great night for the football game.
Definitely, Avery. And before we go, there are no birthdays today.
That's true, but Ryan, I heard that tomorrow is your birthday, so happy early birthday. And everyone, please make sure to follow all our socials at NCTV78 and subscribe to our YouTube channel also at NCTV78. Have a great rest of your week, NCHS.